I don't think this was a quieter month, I'll be honest.
Not the leader of a cult, RabbitWithAxe.
Greetings, demons, and welcome to the June 2026 haul video, because I apparently am doing these every single month, at least until I run out of stuff to actually talk about and show. But, yeah, I have said, and I said this the last 2 months to be fair, that I was going to slow down, I was going to get less stuff, I was going to do this, that, the other. I've spent remarkably less this month than last month, and yet I think there may be more to talk about this time around. So without further ado, let's get into something that I think, at least to most people, will make a little bit of sense, and that is I picked up some new controllers, some new Joy-Cons. These are Switch 1 Joy-Cons, of course, with the nice bright colours, unlike the grey of the Switch 2 controllers, Switch 2 Joy-Cons. But yeah, I did end up picking these up, mostly due to the fact that they were on discount over at Smith's. And yeah, £25 for a pair of Joy-Cons. I am always needing more controllers. We have game nights, we have a lot of people around, and I don't always have quite enough controllers for, you know, everyone to have their preferred controller setup. You know, I have a lot of variety, but I don't necessarily have, like, enough dual Joy-Cons or even single Joy-Cons to, like, allow everyone to have those if they want for, like, Smash or Mario Kart or Mario Party or whatever. So yeah, getting more Joy-Cons, always nice. I don't have this colorway, or didn't have this colorway yet. What are they actually called? Neon green, neon pink, yeah. So these are part of the neon selection of colors that were very, very common with the Switch era. You know, obviously the literal original ones, the red and blue, red and blue, red and whatever. The red and the other one, I can't remember the color. Is it blue? I don't know. It doesn't matter. They're neon anyway. It's not blue. What color? That's gonna bug me, but it doesn't matter. I am losing credibility as we speak. But yeah, I just thought, you know, I might as well get them. As I say, they were on discount. I was getting a few other things from Smith's, and we'll get to one of them pretty quickly. But yeah, I just wanted more Joy-Cons, and yeah, cheap enough Joy-Cons, good to get them. And it's so weird that it's like they had other, you know, Switch 1 Joy-Cons. None of those were discounted. It was only green and pink. Really weird, because I'd say this is a pretty nice colorway. I quite like it overall. But yeah, that was interesting enough in itself. But yeah, beyond that, I also went ahead and took my original red and blue, I'm going to say it's neon red and blue, Joy-Cons, and we'll actually come back to the rest of this in a moment. Pretending you didn't see the rest of that, but I did go ahead and not only get a shell swap, so this is the Starfield, like style copycat Joy-Con shells, which I think are pretty cool, just go around the back. But yeah, overall, I really like the design. I really like the Xbox One controller that has this design, but I just never ended up getting it, and I don't think it's available anymore. But yeah, I thought I might as well get a shell swap because I was actually getting Hall effect sticks. So now, both of these controllers had Joy-Con drift. These were my launch model, like, base Joy-Cons. They both had drift. These now have Hall effect sticks, so not only no drift, but also should never get drift. You know, magnets. I don't really know how Hall effect works, but I know it's magnets. Should prevent that. And yeah, once again, just nice to always have some working Joy-Cons, because this was part of the reason I ended up getting these, was that the ones I had, my launch model ones, weren't fully working. I have both pairs of Fortnite Special Edition Joy-Cons, but yeah, when it came to just normal Joy-Cons otherwise, I had those 4, and then I had 2 that had... That's the wrong one. I had 2 that had faulty sticks, so they weren't really usable that much. So yeah, fixed those finally. It took a few years, honestly, but it was actually a really fun experience. I might do a video on how to actually, you know, both do a shell swap and also do the sticks. I do have some other Joy-Cons that are faulty, so maybe that'll happen in the future for a video, but either way, yeah, lots of Joy-Cons that are now working, plenty of controllers for everyone, and yeah, generally, I'm pretty happy. Like, I only paid about £10 for both the sticks and the shells on these, so, and then an hour of my life just to actually put them together, so honestly, not too bad at all. And as I say, £25 for the other Joy-Cons was honestly a pretty good steal, so very happy with how I've been able to upgrade my controllers recently. And I guess we might as well just finish off the controller section with the Games Pocket Taco. This is an interesting thing. I got this for mobile gaming, as most people do. It can be used on other things, like it is Switch compatible, though I can't personally get the Switch compatibility to work, but yeah, the Pocket Taco is interesting. It is just a, Bluetooth controller, you've got basic buttons, it's very much designed to look like a Game Boy, or more realistically like a Game Boy Advance, especially because it has 2 sets of bumpers, 4 buttons. It's alright, it's honestly pretty good for playing like DS games emulated, which is a lot of what I've been doing is just Game Boy Advance and DS emulation on mobile, but yeah, honestly, it's a really nice thing. I've been carrying this around with me. It does have a very nice little case as well to protect it, so I just throw this in my pocket, in my jacket, and yeah, I've genuinely been really enjoying just pulling this out and just playing a little bit of Mario, or playing a little bit of, whatever I feel like at the time, and yeah, overall, very, very nice experience. Like, I've been aware of GameSir for a good while, it's just not been a brand that I've ever really bought from, but yeah, I was looking just for a phone controller, essentially, something that did do this sort of thing for Game Boy emulation and DS emulation, stuff like that, and yeah, this seems to be like the perfect choice. A lot of people do recommend this one in general, but yeah, not bad pickup at all, and I can finally throw away this box. You'll notice I have a lot more boxes than usual. It's because I've just kept things around for the sake of doing this video. So I'm very looking forward to actually getting rid of all this stuff. But yeah, the game's Game Taco. Well, I literally just looked at the box. Pocket Taco. It's an interesting controller. It's a very nice controller overall. Its link is a little bit weird. I'm not sure if maybe mine's just faulty, but you have to have it open for it to start linking, and now it is actually linked. But if I close it, give it a few seconds, this should just automatically disconnect. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if that's a setting I can change. I know GameSir does have its own like software that you can change things with, but I think it's for PC. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that, because I would like to just use this as a standalone controller sometimes. But yeah, overall, pretty good experience with this. It's really comfortable, for the size of it. It is pretty small, but honestly, this is the kind of thing you do want when you're wanting to do gaming on the go. It's a shame it doesn't have sticks. There are versions that have sticks, and variants, similar items that do have sticks. For me, this is what I needed. I just wanted to be able to play Game Boy and DS games like on my phone, and this really makes it easier. So yeah, overall, pretty cool item. And I guess I already kind of teased it. I have got back into Starlink, and I do already have all my Starlink stuff available to me. This is obviously the Switch holder, as well as the Switch exclusive Star Fox collaboration with Starlink, which is what I actually had at the time. I've actually owned the Arwing and Fox since launch. I really like Starlink in general, as a concept at least. I've never finished it. I don't love the game itself, but I love the idea of it. I love my Toys to Life stuff, as has been shown in previous videos, and yeah, I recently got on a bit of a little binge of Starlink stuff. So yeah, this is actually not my original stand or Arwing. This is a new one I got, and that's because I picked up another starter pack for Starlink on Switch, and this is actually the most recent thing I got Starlink related, because I actually also got another PS4 copy, and I say another because I have a sealed PS4 copy, and that is one that I got toward around launch, but after everything started getting clearanced. So we got the PS4 version as well to show that it's PS4, and this inexplicably, this was like £5. This was brand new. I got this and I didn't know it was brand new. It was brand new and I was shocked. But yeah, PS4 version, and just because I can't help myself, there's also the Xbox version. Once again, Xbox One. And I did actually get 2 Xbox One versions just because, and it kind of comes down to the same reason I have 2 of the Switch version. If you want to play co-op, which there is co-op in this game, you don't need to have 2 of the actual controller holders. You don't need 2 of these, just like you don't actually need 2 of any of the ships or anything. However, the best experience, in my opinion, is both people to have full functionality. So if you don't have the full apparatus and you're trying to play the game as co-op, the person that's playing co-op is just using your stuff. So whoever has the base model, whoever's player 1, that's the person who everything is copied from. And I don't love that. So for the most part, I've just been getting multiples of this. With the PS4, it's like, as I already own 2 anyway. But most of the reason why I haven't got 2 new copies, as I still have one fully sealed, I don't play on PS4 anymore. I don't even have a PS4 set up. I have 2 Xbox One set up, and obviously the Switch 2 set up currently, so it makes sense that way. But yeah, I have got other stuff for Starlink. I'm not going to go over it just because I'm planning on doing a much larger, my full Starlink collection sort of video, like I've done for Skylanders in the past, at some point in the near future, so I think it's a bit redundant. Point is, I got a few ships, I got a few of the weapon packs and stuff, and a few of the characters as well that I didn't have yet, so at some point in the future, I will do a full video on Starlink Battle for Atlas, like the actual toys, but for the time being, this is all you're getting, is just some empty starter pack boxes before I throw them away. So I think it makes sense just to quickly go through a few bits of like toys, merchandise, that sort of thing. In no particular order, I got the Lego Sonic Speedster. I've been waiting on this one. I saw it at a good price, picked it up, clearance, unfortunately, which doesn't seem very good for the fact that like I was looking forward to this theme, the Sonic Racing like sub theme that they had for Lego. They've only got 2 sets. And I'm seeing both of them consistently on discount. I still haven't seen the one that has Shadow for a good enough discount yet, but yeah, I did end up picking this up. It comes with a few rings as well, which not really that interesting. But yeah, I do love Sonic Racing in general. I did the recent video on Cross Worlds, and yeah, I've been very excited about getting this set eventually, just to go with my other various like little Lego cars. So that's another thing to add to that kind of collection. Keeping it with Lego. This was in a lot of other things from a charity shop, but yeah, I got another Ocelot with the cat face because, you know, nowadays we have a full-on unique mold for Lego Minecraft Foxes, but for a long time it was just the Ocelot in orange, which, yeah, a little bit funny looking, a little bit weird. I don't think this is actually a complete model, but this is just what it was in the bag. Still pretty cool though. And finally, this is technically not Lego, but it is Lego compatible, as you can see by the studs on the feet. We've got a little Gengar. I'll get into it in a moment, but I did get something at the local GeekCon, which this was part of. But yeah, little knockoff Lego Gengar. I do love Gengar. Gengar's one of my favourites. So, yeah, pretty cool little guy. It's so weird because, like, actual Lego Pokemon does exist now, and it's nothing like this. And, like, even when it was Mega, before, when it was Mega Blocks, it was also nothing like this. So, very interesting little thing, but yeah, very happy to have a little Gengar like him. Moving on, I got a Funko Pop, and I guess we may as well go through it now. Let me see if I can grab the bag. So, at the local GeekCon, they had these Pokemon mystery bags. They had a lot of different mystery bags. £20 each, came with cards, collectibles, merchandise. It came with that Gengar. It also came with a Funko Pop of Scorbunny, which... not a Pokemon I'm necessarily all too fond of, but I mean, I'm not going to complain. It's a Funko Pop. I can't really say much about it, but yeah, a little cute little fire rabbit. Don't mind it. It'll go on the shelf, I'm sure. But yeah, came with a Scorbunny. Very nice. We also, in that mystery pack, we got a Gengar coaster, which I still haven't opened yet. This will replace my... from the previous GeekCon, I got a Pokemon coaster that is Pikachu dressed as Charizard. So this will replace that, or at least it'll, you know, fill in for that one for a time while I swap between. But yeah, once again, love Gengar, really like Gengar, I like the art. It might be AI generated, which is something I am worried about, but it is what it is. I bought it in a mystery pack, I'm not really going to complain too much. And then there was also this little, I can't remember which evolution it is, but it's Pikachu dressed as the leaf type evolution. Leafeon? Is it just called Leafeon? It might not even be Leafeon, but yeah, it's just a pin badge, just an old pin badge. It is definitely a knockoff of some kind. It is definitely like a little off color and stuff, but that's fine overall. And as I said, it did come with some cards. I don't know what series this is. I don't really collect that much TCG. I do like TCG, but I'm not actively collecting, so I'm not sure which series this is, and this is like a Japanese or might be Korean. I'm not sure what the characters are, so it might be Japanese, it might be Korean. I'm not actually completely sure. But it's a different pack to what I'm used to, at least. And I didn't get anything too special out of it. Hippo, Sphinx, this thing, and a Pokedex, I think. I don't even know. When I don't have the English names, like, I know Sphinx. Like, Sphinx is one of my favourite Pokemon, but, like, yeah, the others, despite recognising them, I'm just... To be fair, I don't recognise this one at all. But yeah, I'm not too familiar with a lot of Pokemon in general, unfortunately. It's one of the things that I do know a lot of Pokemon. I don't know every Pokemon. There's 1,000 of them. I know maybe 100. And most of those are Gen 1. I am a little bit of a tourist when it comes to Pokemon, but I do still enjoy it. And yeah, there are certain things about Pokemon that I do really like. I do play the new games, I just don't really absorb the new Pokemon. Even though I think this one's from, like... Oh, was this from, like, Black and White? Like, this is not a new Pokemon by any means. Neither of these two, really. Well, I'm assuming with this one. But, yeah, some more Pokemon cards, throw them into my binder, and probably forget that they exist for a while. But, yeah, always nice to get some Pokemon cards. I do like getting TCG stuff. I guess, speaking of cards, also in that charity thing that I was on about, that had the Ocelot in it, it had 2 of the McDonald's Minecraft cards, for Birdie and the Burger. I believe those codes are already taken, but I mean, feel free to try them. I haven't used them because I don't need them, but yeah, if you want to try them, I don't know if they're expired or not. That's enough time, I think. I don't really care. As I already have, I've done an entire video on these items on the DLC in general, so if you are interested in checking that out, I'll have that linked in the description below, as well as on a card on screen around now, hopefully. But yeah, nice to get more of those, I suppose. I don't really collect cards in general, other than, like, I have a few Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I have TCG stuff, as I say, but yeah. Also Minecraft related, I guess I'll show it in order of least interesting to most interesting. That's the wrong way to open that, really. Kinder Joy has a Minecraft thing going on, or had a Minecraft thing going on, so I picked up one of those. I got the zombie, guess it's a little card with him, and once again, I don't know how well this will work in the future, but this should allow you to play the little game. I'll have some gameplay on screen, hopefully, as long as it's still live. But it's just a little basic mini-game thing that you can play on your phone, which is kind of fun. But yeah, like the little zombie, little chibi-style thing. Cheap, but to be fair, pretty solid, but it's got a massive hole through it, so... not the most high quality of things, but it's a Kinder toy. You can't really complain about them. And yeah, nice little mini game as well. That I spent a good 5 minutes playing or so. So yeah, overall pretty neat. Okay. Oh, actually, before we move on to that, one other Minecraft thing that I did get, and this is a little damage. This is from charity as well. And it is, of course, the Minecraft movie. Oh, a little sheep cube thing. So these were a McDonald's toy. That's broken in some way, I don't really know. Yeah, cool. But yeah, it's just a little cube. It can be folded the other way open as well. And yeah, I already have this one. Realistically, I don't remember what... It wasn't a gaming thing. That was what I actually bought the thing from the charity shop for. It just had a few gaming items in it, so I just thought I'd include them here. But I've actually completely blanked on what it even was that I got it for. But yeah, Minecraft stuff and... Minecraft stuff, really. That was what it was. Something else I got from charity shop separately. I got Diablo from Moshi Monsters. This was my Moshi Monster back in the day, and yeah, I've done a video on Moshi Monsters Retold or Rewritten or whatever it's called. That was a long time ago, so it's probably pretty bad. But yeah, I like Diablo, and Moshi Monsters in general had a lot of meaning to me at the time. So yeah, little figurine of him, not really that posable. He has posable arms, but yeah, just a cute little guy set on my shelf. Nothing too special. Let's see. We've got some random crap. So this is from Pet Simulator, which is a Roblox game. And this was just something that it was £1 for a mystery box. And I was just like, yeah, sure, I'll check it out. It came with a little DLC code, but I don't play Roblox, but I'm gonna maybe check out Pet Simulator just to see. Yeah, Roblox is something that is like, I used to play it back in the day, like I'm talking like early 2010s, and it's just something that I never really got too into, and it got like popular. And right now it seems like a bit of a it's a bit of a weird place to be as an adult. So I don't really play it, but I might jump on and see what Pet Simulator is about, just because, you know, it clearly is doing something, because it has little toys, and yeah, I got a little golden wind-up mouse, something a little neat. Not really anything I'm too interested in. You can swap out the wind cog for a little cape if you want. It comes with a little pedestal, which I don't really get how it's supposed to stay on it, but yeah, it comes with a little pedestal, that's really it. Yeah, nice little solid piece of plastic. I'd say it was £1 at a discount store, so I can't really complain too much, but yeah, Pet Simulator there. And I guess we'll just round it out with, yeah, some Nintendo stuff. So we've got a Rosalina figure. This is the 3 3/4, no, it's not 3 3/4, it's the 2.5-inch scale, I think. Seems about right. But yeah, I got Rosa. I've been wanting to get a figure of Rosa. I don't have any Rosa figurines. I only have the amiibo, so I wanted to get something. It's really annoying. I'm gonna have to remove that at some point with. I mean, that should probably come off with an eraser actually. But yeah, just a little basic figure of Rosa. I like Rosa. Rosa's one of my favorites, and yeah, just a nice little basic figure. It's a shame it doesn't come with a Luma at all, but has the wand, has the crown, you know, what else do you want, really? And yeah, just a nice little figure of Rosa that I picked up from Smith's on clearance. And, oh, what thing should I look at next? We've got Cap Stacker. This is just one of those dumb little games. I got it literally because I just wanted the hats. It was on clearance or reduced or whatever at Amazon, of all places. So yeah, I just have the hats that I personally care about, the characters that I personally care about, so Daisy, Wario, Luigi, and Waluigi. It does include Peach, Mario, Fire Luigi, Fire Mario, so, you know, there's a little bit of variety there, but yeah, I didn't really care too much about the game. I just wanted the little hats, because I thought they were pretty fun. I've had them on top of other figures for a little while, because I thought it was funny. But yeah, just a little game with some hats that happen to be Mario themed, so yeah, very nice there. And then I guess we'll finish off with a twofer of 2 Squish-Along things. So I believe this is Squishmallows. Yeah, it is. Original Squishmallows, it does actually say on it. Pokemon Squishmallows. I do actually have a Mareep, which is actually in this one. A full-size Mareep from Squishmallows. I do quite like them. I have a few Squishmallows. My partner has a lot of them. And they do little figurines. I think they are slightly squishy. Like, I don't think they're solid plastic. But yeah, they do these little multi-packs of characters with Chikorita, Eevee, Snorlax, and whatever this creature is. A few accessories as well. And then what really made me get them is that they have a little Poké Center. I'm not going to be able to show that too well, but yeah, little Poké Center. You get a few accessories once again, and then you get Pikachu, that one I can't remember the name of, Snorlax again, which is unfortunate, and Mareep, as I said. And yeah, I haven't opened these yet. I literally got them today as of recording, so on the 30th. But yeah, they're just a cute little thing. I like them enough, and yeah, it's just more stuff, more Pokemon things. As I say, the fact that I could name all but 2 of them, I think is pretty good for me. Like, I've proven that I'm bad with Pokemon. I named 2 of them successfully. I think I did pretty well. It's a shame it doesn't come with the Gengar. There's a Gengar in the window, and you don't get a Gengar as a figure, but I'm sure I'll be able to track one of those down, because I think these are pretty widely available. These were both on clearance, so maybe they won't be available for very long. But yeah, a lot of the stuff that you see in terms of like the collectibles and stuff, I've got them on clearance, like usually at least 50% off, because I don't buy that much in terms of like merchandising, but if I see a good deal on something I've been looking at, I do end up picking it up. But yeah, Squish-Alongs, something interesting, something a little bit different, and yeah, just more stuff to display, more stuff to put on the shelf more than anything, which I am not complaining about at all. I keep knocking over, I have 2 cans of Monster just on the side. I keep knocking them over when I move stuff. Okay. I'm not sure when else I'll fit this in, so I'm just going to drop this here. This is the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue music collection. And you may notice it's empty currently, because I've taken everything out of it. But yeah, it's just a little like MP3 player in the shape of a Game Boy, and it actually is cartridge based. So right now I've got Pallet Town because of course I have. Let me see if I can focus. But yeah, I've got the little Pallet Town cartridge. It does just look like a normal Pokemon Red cartridge from the other side. Just insert it, and then you just switch it on. If I can hit the button, there we go. Makes a nice little beep noise, and then it just plays the Pallet Town music. And that's enough of that because I don't want to get copyrighted. But yeah, there's 45 of these cartridges. I've actually, I've put them all currently in the Score Bunny Pokemon pop box. But yeah, this is a really interesting thing. I only found out about it recently, and then I inexplicably saw one for £20, brand new, sealed. I don't know why. These things go for like £80 to £100 consistently. Someone didn't know what they had, clearly, and yeah, I got it for dirt cheap, in my opinion, and yeah, it's just a neat little thing. It is a pretty good mini replica. Obviously, it's pretty small. It's a nice little mini replica, no pushable buttons, unfortunately. That would have been nice, but like the scroll wheels are there, even though they don't actually press. The the transfer link plug, whatever is there. It's a very nice little thing, and yeah, I like my Pokemon, as I say, and especially Gen 1 is very near and dear to me, so having the little music cartridges and stuff is just really cool to me, and yeah, overall, not a bad thing to pick up. I'm pretty happy with this overall. Just another few looks at the box, just to kind of show it all. Got a little Snorlax on there. Very, very nice, but yeah, just a neat little thing that, you know, I'll have fun with for a bit, and probably will just display. I do have a lot of mini consoles of different kinds. Like, some of them are legitimate micro consoles, some of them are replicas, some of them are just toys, and then this will be a little MP3 player, which is pretty neat in my opinion. But yeah, just a random little collectible thing. A lot of Pokemon in this video, I'm realizing. And I guess Pokemon won't stop. I have this as well that I picked up. I actually forgot about it to get this out of the Switch 2 case. But yeah, this is just a Switch game holder in the style of a Pokédex. Pokemon is something that I enjoy. This felt like a good idea just to hold a lot of my games. And my case already has space for 24 games or whatever. This is another 24, I think. Yeah, another 24 spaces in this. So it just means I can carry all of my games in my Switch 2 case at all times, which for me is ideal. But yeah, just a nice little Pokemon-inspired case, which I quite enjoy. But moving on to software, and I think starting with the most interesting. So if you're not familiar with Super Mario Mon, this is a Emerald mod made by Alpharad, the YouTuber Alpharad and his team of developers. And yeah, I am meaning to do a video on it at some point. I do have it set up to play. However, I saw that there was some unofficial cartridges of it, and I just thought that was cool. Being able to play like actual like ROM hacks and stuff on real hardware is always cool to me, and yeah, I just thought this looked pretty good. Nice red cartridge and everything. I haven't tested it, I'll be honest. My Advance is out of charge, and I don't know where the charger is. I don't have an original DS charger to use instead, so yeah, my DS Lite is also dead, and I don't know where the charger is for that. I know where my DSi charger is. I know where my 3DS charger is. Don't know where my Game Boy Advance or my DS Lite charger is, but yeah, very much just one of the things of, it was on AliExpress for like a few pound. I thought I'd pick it up, and yeah, it's a neat little thing to have, just something to add to the Game Boy Advance collection that isn't necessarily official or anything, but yeah, just a neat little thing. And just because I know some people have an issue with it, I do own Emerald. Where it is a great question, but I do own a physical copy of Emerald, so grey market stuff isn't ideal. Wouldn't recommend it, you know, in all cases, but yeah, there's very little wrong with just having something like this little ROM hack cartridge. And yeah, in my opinion, I just wanted... Oh, I dropped it. I just wanted to have like a physical version of it, and yeah, came in a little plastic case as well, which I have so many of these. And I guess we'll jump around a little bit with our software. So starting off, Starlink, PS4, Xbox One, I already went over this, but yeah, 2 sealed copies. I only actually, despite getting 2 of the Xbox One boxes, the starter packs, I only got one game, but the fact that they're both sealed, worth it to me, honestly. And I may as well just quickly grab Starlink for Switch as well. This one wasn't new, this one was open, but it does have the cartridge in it and everything. But yeah, that's my Starlink collection. I do have another copy of this one and another copy of the PS4 in box. But yeah, that's Starlink for you. Moving on though, we have two PC games actually. We got the Virtua Cop 2 release, which I just thought was a fun thing to pick up. I do quite like Virtua Cop in general. A lot of these sorts of like rail shooters are definitely things that I care about, and yeah, so this at a charity shop, thought might as well. And same really goes for, I picked up The Sims Pet Stories. I already think I own this in some form through some collection or whatever, but yeah, I like The Sims. I always try to pick up the expansions physically when I have a chance, and yeah, The Sims 1 is one that I have very little experience with in the grand scheme. Sims 2, 3, and 4 I've spent a lot more time with, but yeah, The Sims 1 is a very interesting game, and the expansions are sometimes insane. This one is a bit more laid back in the grand scheme of things, but yeah, honestly, very happy to pick up another Sims expansion, and as I say, always down to get a new, well, not new, but always down to get a new rail shooter to my collection. And yeah, for those wondering as well, because I've seen this question before, yes, I do have a disk drive. I have a DVD-ROM disk drive on my PC. Like, I have a modern PC, I just have a disk drive in it. It's not a common thing anymore, but yeah, I do actually have it, so I can, in fact, play these if I do want to. Though a lot of the time I end up just emulating or getting the ROMs from online or whatever, but I do own them. I could rip them if I wanted to, I just don't. Sometimes I do, it depends what it is. Large games, like actual, like proper games, I do tend to actually rip it off the disc rather than mess around with ROMs and stuff, just because it takes more effort than it's worth. With smaller stuff, with, you know, Sims and stuff, a lot of the time it's better just to get the files. It depends on how I feel as well, to be fair. I don't always want to emulate stuff. Yeah, let's move on to Switch stuff. So we'll start with Switch 1. Relatively no real order, though I may have inadvertently put these in alphabetical order, but it doesn't matter. I picked up Among Us Crewmate Edition. So this was part of Prime Day this year. It was £10. There's no reason to own the physical edition of Among Us for Switch. Like, I own it on digital anyway. But, you know, game preservation, this has the game on the card. And, yeah, I'm not really going to complain about being able to pick up a decently cheap, good game. As cheap as Among Us can typically be anyway. I got Chocobo GP, which is a game I do quite like. Somehow I've never owned it physically. I own it on PC. But yeah, Chocobo GP, interesting game, fun game. I do like Chocobo games in general from the Final Fantasy series. And yeah, it's just essentially a kart racer. Can't really complain about kart racer. I got myself Doctor Who Duo bundle with The Edge of Reality and The Lonely Assassins. This was really just like, I felt like playing a Doctor Who game. I looked at what was available, and I was like, oh, you can get both of the ones on Switch as a cartridge. May as well. So yeah, I'm currently playing for Edge of Reality. It's alright. It's a fine game. I might do videos on them at some point. I'm probably going to finish both of them and do like a video just talking about like Doctor Who games in general, because there's a lot of history there, and I do have some of the like Wii games and DS games and stuff, so there's a lot to talk about if I get around to it. But yeah, definitely an interesting pickup for sure. We've got Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, download code only, unfortunately. But I got this from Smith's. It was 2 for $20, which also meant I got Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, also card in box. Game on code that thing. Download code only. But yeah, I've been meaning to pick up these two for a long time. This was cheaper than getting them digitally from the eShop. And at this point, Sparks of Hope is actually pretty easy to get the physical copy still with the actual cartridge. Kingdom Battle, that thing has vanished into the ether. I can't even find it pre-owned. Like, these two are going to be so difficult to get physical cartridges of. But at the very least, I have the physical copy in terms of the case. And it means I can play the game for a bit cheaper than it would be just to buy them directly off the eShop. So, Yeah, I haven't started playing them yet. I've been debating whether to play Kingdom Battle like on stream or something, but yeah, XCOM games aren't generally my thing. But I mean, I love Rabbids, I love Mario. This is something that I had to try eventually. So yeah, picked those up once again from Smiths when I got the Joy-Cons. Another Rabbids game, I got Rabbids Party of Legends. This was another Prime Day pickup because it was relatively cheap. It was like £8 or something. Download only though, of course, because why would it have a cartridge when it's that cheap? That's the amazing thing about Among Us. It is actually a cartridge, despite being that cheap. Another Prime Day pickup, I got the core collection of Five Nights at Freddy's. Once again, it was like £12, which for 5 games, I think, because it's 1 to 4 plus sister location. Yeah, 1 to 4 plus sister location. Like, I'm very happy with that. I own all these on PC already, and I own some of them at least on Xbox. But yeah, getting them on as a cartridge, as a collection, is really good to me, and yeah, pretty happy with that purchase overall. We also got Rayman Legends Definitive Edition. Download. I got 4 even Ubisoft games, and they were all code in box. But yeah, obviously we've got the new Rayman Legends remake. That's great and all, but that thing doesn't have a cartridge edition, so I'm going to get it digitally anyway. I picked up Rayman Legends just because I love this game. I wanted it digitally anyway. Or I just wanted it available to me, should I say, on the Switch anyway. So, yeah, just another way of playing Rayman Legends, because I've bought this on pretty much every platform I own that has it. So, yeah, what's another one for the pile, I guess? We got Shadow Labyrinth, which is the gritty reboot of Pac-Man. I haven't started this one yet. I'm very excited to try it. Probably not going to do any videos on this unless something really stands out to me. It might become background gameplay for some videos in the future, though. I don't really know. Still, really just one of those games that I wanted to pick up. And then I got both Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3. Yeah, I've been wanting to get more Splatoon games. Obviously, Raiders comes out next month, or this month. Wow. And yeah, I wanted to at least have tried the previous games. I do own Splatoon 1 on Wii U already, I just never played it. And then 2 and 3. I've played a little bit of both of these. I like them enough. They are a bit weird depending on what control scheme you're using. As I've said in previous videos, I've been using the NSO GameCube controller a lot. That is not like that is not a good way to play Splatoon. But I don't love using the Joy-Cons singularly. It's a weird experience. I'm not loving the controls, but the actual gameplay is actually really fun. I love my first-person shooters anyway, so it's going to be fine. But yeah, 2 good games. I had to get them pre-owned off eBay, and especially with Splatoon 3, not in the best condition case-wise, but both of them work. Both of them work decent enough prices. Even with the fact that both of these games have been on sale on the eShop recently, I paid about the price of one of them on the eShop for both of them, so I can't really complain too much. And yeah, that is it for Switch 1 games. So I did pick up a few Switch 2 games. So, of course, Star Fox just came out like a few days ago, and yeah, I'm really not liking the controls. I am actually going back on my words a little bit. I'm planning on getting the NSO N64 controller because I have tried this with the Joy-Cons, I've tried this with the mouse controls, I've tried this with the GameCube controller. Nothing feels right, and I'm really worried I'm not going to enjoy it because of the control scheme. I did get a little patch because I got it from Very, and they for some reason included a little Star Fox patch of it. It is a good game. I'm just really struggling to get into it, and it's a real shame, honestly. But yeah, I love my Star Foxes. I've been over plenty of times. I wanted to support this regardless. I need something to click with the controls. I say I'm maybe using the N64 NSO controller will fix this. But so far, with the controls that I've used, I'm not loving playing the game, and it comes down to just like I don't get the controls properly, and I feel like I'll get it better with an N64 controller, as much as I hate that thing. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, Star Fox was a great pickup. Just in terms of the future of the franchise, I wanted to make sure I got it. Kirby Air Riders, I really enjoyed this video on this one. It's fun. I'm going to do more videos in the future on it, I'm sure. It's not what I expected. Like, Air Ride is a game that I've never actually played, the original, on GameCube. It's one that I've heard a lot of good things about, and that kind of extended to Air Riders. It's fun. I like it. It's just different. And it's a little simplistic, but it's also a bit weird in how it controls. I'm complaining a lot about controls right now, but yeah, I've been enjoying it enough, and I'll do more videos on it in the future, so I'll give more thoughts in those videos. But yeah, Kirby Air Riders, something that I've been looking forward to picking up for Switch 2. Finally got it, and yeah, it is good. I've been playing more Mario Kart World and 8 Deluxe than it. I picked up Pokemon Pocopia digitally because of this. Because of the game keycard. So this is actually, I don't have the cartridge. I do not have it. This was an empty case. I just bought the case. It was like £3 on eBay. I just bought the case because I want it on my shelf. I don't want to support keycards. So yeah, call me what you want with that, but I wanted this on the shelf physically because it has a physical release. I didn't want to get a game keycard. If I'm not able to just have the game on the cartridge, I don't want a cartridge at all. That is my personal stance. It is what it is. I've been enjoying the game. It's actually really fun. And there's, with the expansion, the DLC coming out soon-ish. I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, I picked up just an empty case because I wanted one for the shelf, which I mean is not much different from any other games that are, you know, code in box. So it is what it is. But yeah, really enjoying Pokemon Pocopia. Really good Switch 2 game. And finally, once again, I did a video on this recently. I picked up Sonic Racing Cross Worlds Nintendo Switch 2 edition, including the bonus Werehog pack. And yeah, once again, did a video on this. Really enjoying this one so far. And yeah, it was pretty good to have it physical. Really happy that this actually has like a real cartridge and everything. And yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Sega is doing game keycards for like Frontiers and stuff on Switch 2. So it's annoying, but it is what it is. But yeah, that is it for Switch 1 and Switch 2 games. Luna from the future here. I also got a Switch 2 dock. I needed one. I had one in the living room already. That was where the one that came with the Switch was. I needed one to be able to record from in the office, so I bought another dock. These are too expensive. These are way too expensive. Yeah. I completely forgot. I had this box next to me. I just forgot that it was there. But yeah, I got a Switch 2 dock. I'm not happy about that. This is the one bad financial decision I've made this month. And that leaves me with just a few miscellaneous items. So with Kirby Air Riders, I got this sticker sheet. I don't know why. It didn't say that I was getting it. Once again, I got this from Very, so I think they just have excess stock of the pre-order bonuses. But yeah, little Air Riders sticker sheet. I'm probably not going to use this for anything, but I mean, nice to have. I just want to quickly show this. So every Starlink starter pack comes with a poster. The Switch one is smaller. This is the Switch version of the poster. This is the Xbox, and I'll bring out the PlayStation version. These are the same. These are the same size. This one's smaller. I know it's because of the case sizes, but I just find that interesting. They're the same poster. The actual like overall dimensions are the same. It's just weird that they're folded differently. And then that leaves us with this. Yeah, so this was another thing that I got from Smith's. £15, thought that was reasonable enough for what it is. Piranha Plant camera. This is a Switch 2 camera, and it is kind of insane. I'm gonna just take the cable off it for the time being while I just show you. But yeah, it's just a little Type-C camera. It's very low quality. You can clip it onto like your TV or whatever. It's interesting. It also can separate from the plant pot to connect directly to the Switch or whatever Type-C device you've got. It's very low quality. It's just more of a novelty than anything, but I mean that is literally why I got it, because I thought it was funny. You do have the ability to close the mouth to block the camera, which I quite like. But yeah, it's a very interesting product. I would have never got this at the full £25, but £15 I thought was okay. And yeah, there we go. That is everything that I wanted to talk about in this video, because this is getting pretty long. But there we have it with everything, or at least everything that I remember, that I picked up during the month of June 2026. This was a lot, honestly, and yeah, I know I say it every time, but I'm probably going to try and reduce what I'm getting next month. You know, we have Splatoon Raiders coming, so that's definitely going to be, you know, something that arrives. But otherwise, I'm going to try and not be this ridiculous next month. To be fair, compared to last time I made some bad financial decisions. This time I don't think I actually spent that much in the grand scheme if I had it all together. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like it, subscribe to the internet, and ring the bell so never upload. Otherwise, comment below thoughts and feelings on anything I picked up, including the zombie that just fell over. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
Look at the screen, you'll be fine. Cultures of disease, but we'll survive. I just wanna take